At dinner, Mom boasted about my sister's 4-bedroom mansion, so I finally spoke. I make more than both of them combined. Silence fell. My mom's fork froze midair. A piece of grilled salmon balanced precariously on the tines. My stepfather Richard actually looked up from his phone for the first time all evening, and my sister Vanessa's wine glass stopped halfway to her lips, suspended in disbelief. I'm 29, Vanessa's 31. The pattern started when we were kids and never really stopped. Growing up, she got piano lessons, private tutoring, a brand new Audi at 17. I got "you're so independent, you'll figure it out," and a bus pass. When she made the dean's list, they took her to Paris. When I graduated with honors while working 2 jobs, they sent a congratulations text. Vanessa landed her marketing job at a mid-sized firm right out of college. They threw her a celebration dinner, invited the extended family, had a cake made. When I started freelancing as a data analyst 3 years ago, working from my cramped studio apartment, Dad patted my shoulder and said, "Good luck with that hobby, son. Let us know when you're ready for a real career." I stopped expecting anything after that, stopped calling to share good news, stopped hoping they'd notice. 6 months ago, Vanessa bought this massive house in the suburbs, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, granite countertops, the works. The down payment came mostly from Mom and Richard, though nobody ever mentioned that part. Ever since, every single family dinner has been the Vanessa show. Her decorating choices, her furniture selections, her plans for the guest rooms. Tonight was no different. We were at this upscale bistro downtown, the kind of place with small portions and big prices. Mom spent the first 20 minutes describing Vanessa's crown molding in excruciating detail. Richard kept pulling up Zillow photos on his phone, zooming in on different rooms, pointing out features to the waiter who clearly didn't care. Vanessa just sat there smiling, sipping her overpriced Chardonnay, basking in the attention like always. She'd glance at me occasionally with this look that said, "See what success actually looks like?" I ordered the cheapest thing on the menu out of habit, even though I could have bought the entire restaurant's inventory without checking my account. Old patterns die hard. Then Mom turned to me, fork still in hand. "So, when are you going to get serious about your career? You're almost 30. You could learn something from your sister. Vanessa's really made something of herself." Richard nodded along. "It's not too late to go back to school. Get a real job. Settle down." Vanessa took another sip of wine, trying to hide her smirk. That's when I said it. The words came out calm and steady, matter of fact, like I was commenting on the weather. The table went dead silent. The couple at the next table glanced over. Even the ambient restaurant noise seemed to fade. Vanessa laughed nervously, setting down her glass a bit too hard. "That's not possible. I make 6 figures. Are you seriously lying right now?" Richard leaned forward. "Son, if you're in some kind of trouble, if you've gotten mixed up in something illegal, specialized data consulting," I said evenly. "Financial firms pay premium rates for someone who can analyze market patterns and predict trends. I work remotely. No commute, no office politics, no begging Mom and Richard for down payments." Vanessa's face went from pink to white. "You're making that up." Mom's voice came out small, uncertain. "Why didn't you tell us?" I looked at her, really looked at her. "I tried. 3 years ago, I called to tell you I landed my first major client. You said you were busy helping Vanessa pick out bridesmaid dresses and you'd call me back. You never did." "I don't remember that," Mom whispered. "I know you don't." I took a sip of water. 2 years ago, I texted the family chat that I'd closed a deal worth $50,000. Vanessa replied with "cool" and then sent 20 messages about her kitchen renovation. That was the last time I shared anything. Richard cleared his throat. "We didn't know you were doing so well. If you'd just told us." "I did tell you. You weren't listening." The waiter approached nervously to refill water glasses. Nobody acknowledged him. Vanessa's hands were shaking slightly. "So what? You've just been sitting there these past 6 months letting us talk about my house, my success, acting like you're still struggling?" "I wasn't acting," I said quietly. "I just stopped performing for an audience that wasn't watching." Mom reached across the table. "Sweetheart, we're so proud of you. This is wonderful news. We should celebrate." I pulled out my phone, opened my banking app, turned the screen toward them. Last month's deposit, $28,000. The month before, $31,000. The month before that, $26,500. "That's monthly," I said, watching their faces process the numbers. I stood up, placed 3 20s on the table for my meal and tip. "You're not proud of me, Mom. You're just surprised you were wrong."